So we're looking at step one of the capital budgeting process. And step one is to calculate the initial cost of a project. And this formula looks way worse than it is. So we're going to break it down in kind of some plain terms and make it not nearly as complicated as it looks. So the example that we're going to use is the installation of a new turf field to replace an old grass field in a stadium. So the initial cost, or the IC, first of all, we're going to look at the invoice price. So that's just kind of the main price of what we're buying. So the field turf guy quoted us $770,000 on that field turf. So $770,000 is kind of what we're starting out with. All right, and then ATP just means adjustments to the price. And those are things like tax, shipping. If you're talking about, 1 million pounds of field turf coming to you, you need to think about the cost of shipping with that. So just something to keep in mind. And in this example, we're going to say that the cost of shipping is already included in this $770,000. So we're going to say that 770 includes everything. It includes tax, shipping. We had the dealer quote as shipping along in his initial invoice. So that's good. So that one's 0. And all this next one is this DTP. It's just discounts. So the grass guys that installed our grass last year, they're giving us some money back because there's problems with it. So they're going to give us a refund. And so we're going to get a $250,000 rebate. So we get to subtract that. And then all these last two things are the sale of equipment, and then any either taxes paid or tax credits that we get from selling that equipment. And you know what? We're not even going to worry about that because that's complicated. So you can see it's pretty simple. The initial cost for our field turf installation example is $770,000 minus $250,000, which turns out to be $520,000. So it's a complicated looking formula that's really very common sense. So don't be afraid of it. That is how we calculate the initial cost of a capital project.